Hello. Welcome to the box room. David Bradley here. I've been to the basement. I have. Actually, I may readjust this a little. Hang on. You see, I was to the basement before, and I found quite a bit of stuff, including, but not limited to, this beautiful Frankenstein joystick, which I am not ready to try out, but I want to. But anyway, I haven't even begun to tidy up the table here. I went to the basement, and there's lots of stuff there. I thought, I want to have a look-see at the boxes. And of course, did I come upon a box of computer things? Well, yes, of course. Here's one. And I can only surmise that this is from long ago. And I will have to test these. But here is a box of chips. Lots of them. I don't know even what. Some of them are covered in white goo. Looks like they could be from all kinds of things. Now, are they good? I don't know. Are they bad? I don't know. 8520 chips. 901. No, 906. 104. What do we got? I don't know. Anyway, I would imagine they're probably from the 64. 128 maybe. Disk drives. ROM chips. What is this? That's a video chip. This is definitely a video chip. Oh, look at that. It's covered in white slime. Anyway, this will take some looking into. And I will. But not right now. I'm going to put this on top of the box of T-Pug discs that I stuck in there. And then, oh my, here is a miscellaneous bag. I'm afraid to even open it. But I don't even know the last time I saw this. Certainly I can see in here. Look. It's an empty cartridge thing. I suspect it's made by the people that let you burn EEPROMs. Oh my word. There's tons of little bits of things in here. Such as, I think that's a 5-pin connector. Oh, I can't even begin to fathom. 2 little resistors. 47 ohm. 2. Half a watt. Got more boards and things. Oh, alligator clips. Or at least one. What's this thing? Oh. It looks like it's a power port from a Commodore 64. Anyway, and right here, this looks like it would have come off the end, or it's destined for the end, or perhaps a 128. Maybe an Amiga. I don't know. Oh my word. It is. That is going to require much assessment. It, too, can go into these endless piles of stuff to be checked over. Anyway, so yes, have I cleared off the table here from before? No, I have not. So here, Here is something, and what is this something? Aha, I know what this is. It's a mouse. A tank mouse. Now, from what I know and what I remember, there are basically 3 kinds of connectors on mice. This is one of them. Kind of bends, has a little twist to it. This is from an Amiga 1000, where it would plug on the side and then go down. So I think I will put that over here with Amiga things. Now I think I saw perhaps another such thing in here. Oh, it's a mouse, all right. Oh, word. It's amazing how cords can get wrapped up just sitting in a box together. Now this is interesting, because what I just said about connectors, this blows this all away. This says actually on the bottom, Amiga. But it has a short little plug like this. And from what I remembered, these short little plugs, or this kind of plug, was more likely to be on a 1351 for the Commodore 64. But when this proudly proclaims, oh no. Okay, the bag did not open. That bag of stuff just fell from its perch. But it's a sealed bag. Okay, I'm going to move it to a better place. Now, what do we have here? What do we have here? It's a cable. It is a printer cable. It is. And what does it go to? Well, that's a fine question. One must be very careful with printer cables when it comes to the Amiga 1000. If you put a wrong cable on, it'll blow up your printer. The pinout was different. So you got to make sure. And I don't remember which gender things are, but definitely this is a printer cable. Probably for an Amiga. So I will put it down amongst my things to be resolved and tested, which is rapidly running out of space. Alright, what do we have here? It's a mouse. Oh. Now this is indeed a mouse, but it has fallen on hard. See, it's a mouse. I think it might be for the 64. I don't know. But certainly it won't work well because somehow or another the cable has been snipped. Certainly that will need some looking into. Now if I didn't know what this is, oh look, that's the upside. Okay, the X10 modules that I use here and there, that I have some time, there was a program on the 64, and you could connect this to the user port on the 64. This would go into like the module thing, and you could program and tell your thing, this box, to turn things on and off at desired times. I wonder if that means I'm going to find it in here. I don't know. I'm going to leave this sitting on the top of the pile. I just saw something. Oh my. It's another bag. It's another bag of chips. My golly. That's a lot of chips. And what are they? Once again, I don't know. I'm going to very carefully put them kind of where the other ones are. Kind of. But to make sure they don't get squished. Alright. What else is in? Oh my golly. Cable. This looks like a long cable. But of course, It's tangled with things. Tangled with things. There. It's a long cable tangled with an assortment of mice. And where is... Oh, here's the end of the cable. Just a moment. I can get it. I just don't know what it's for yet. But yeah, it is wrapped up. Tangled. Tangled. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. So here's the long cable. I believe it's DB25 on that end. What's on this end? Oh. Okay, so, and it's pretty long. So my best guess for this is this cable is supposed to let you have your printer, or whatever it is you're hooking up through a DB25, farther away, because it has a male and female. So it's an extender, basically. Anyway, once again, into the boxes. Things to be tested now. Over here. Oh my. Aha, now this is a thing, and I kind of thought this was chintzy when it came out. This is indeed a mouse for an Amiga, and how do I know? Because it's got this shrink wrap stuff on here, because I guess they had to add something, or do something, so they ended up having to stick that thing, which I thought was chintzy. But I guess whatever it was necessary. And here is another mouse, and I'm sure, as I see on here, you can't really see it very well, but there's a thing that says D. See, long ago, or an Amiga 1000, long ago, I had a whole bunch of Amiga 1000 set up to copy discs. I had them hooked up through one monitor. They each had their own mouse, so I could do things. And then I had a switch box, so I could switch between things. And these could be the mice. Look, here is another. Oh, this one says, wait for it, A. And that is definitely for an Amiga 1000. Oh, yeah. What else do we have in here? It does seem there are mice. Oh, look. Okay, this one does not have. Oh. Well, it has a little thing written on the bottom. But also, look at that ending. It's for an Amiga 1000. These two will have to be tested, but I'm going to put them up in the Amiga area. Alright, this looks like a printer cable, judged by the end. Aha! And it is marked. So it is for a 500 or 2000. And I suppose a 3 or a 4000, similar things they would be. Alright, I'll stick that down here, because of course, it's a beautiful thing to say, yeah, it works. But if you don't test it, how do you know? What do we have here? Oh, well, it's a mouse. Aha, now this. See, this is the kind of end that I thought was for... No, that's not the kind of... I think this is another Amiga mouse. This one is made in Malaysia. I will tentatively put it over. I mean, the worst it can do, if I'm wrong, is I move it to another place. Oh my, what do we got here? I am sensing a trend here. It's a mouse. And indeed, I believe, for the Amiga. Oh my, made in Malaysia. Alright. Oh my. You know, I haven't been into this box in probably more than 15 years. This, of course, look at that end. What's it? What is it? What is it? It's a mouse for the Amiga 1000. Looks not very much used either. Okay. All right, maybe that's the last mouse. Oh, well, no. There's another one. Also, looking at the end. For an Amiga 1000. Cool. Once again, they all need to be tested. Now here we have a cable. And what is it? Well, it looks to be a printer cable with a DB25 and a Centronics parallel on the other end. And what's it for? I don't know. But of course, I will be careful. I will be. And here, ooh. Okay, this is a video cable, direct from Commodore. This would go from the Amiga to, I guess, a 1084 or 1084S. Note it has the round plug and the 23-pin DB connector. Another thing to be tested when I have the right monitor, etc. in place. Oh, and here's another cable, just the same. I don't believe it's ever been used. I think either that or somebody said, let's put that funny tie thing on it. Okay. What else? Oh, here's a handy dandy thing. And this was often found on the back of an Amiga if you had a monochrome, and not a stereo monitor. It would take both sound channels and connect them into one. So you could get both channels, even though you only had, maybe you had a 1084. It just had one speaker. The 1084S had stereo, so it had two speakers, so you wouldn't need this. But this was often found on such things. There are many other applications, but that's one of them. Yes, here's the thing, and I'm not sure if I've ever made use of one of these, but it's from Gladstone Electronics. 1.5 volts DC, 89 cents. And I think this was like a sensor thing of some sort. Oh, well, it definitely has a relay inside. Maybe this was for, like, a doorbell thing. I don't know. Anyway, I will put it into its bag. I believe this is something that probably my dad thought when he would go and tour Avenue Road in Toronto, where there was all kinds of cool things. Now, here is a big bin of sorts. And what do we have in here? Ooh. Okay, so this is kind of like a chip thing, but it's not a chip thing. It's connectors that would go on circuit boards. And, oh, I'm not sure how many things there are, but anyway, they are like DB connectors, and this other, like it's an edge connector thing. Interesting. Here is a screwdriver, and it can go in the bucket and be united with tools. Here are things that I suppose I saved because you never know. These would go on, or they came on spray cans where you wanted to get things really, really in the right spot. But of course, they would get clogged up and you would lose them and such. I think I'm going to put this out here. I don't know if I have anything in here handy that I would use them on. Oh my. Alright, here, okay. Here is a somewhat taken apart, used for parts Amiga 2000 keyboard. Keycaps have been removed. I seem to remember this was somebody had a wild party and managed to break the keyboard. The other thing that's on the back of here, there was a covering you could get, like a rubber covering to keep things out. But boy, this tape stuff it's going to take some serious. There it is. There's the slime. It's going to take some serious goo gone. Even years later, it still feels sticky. And I understand that, if you've got liquids and things around the keyboard, you don't want the liquids going in. But boy, this stuff was something. Anyway, so there are many keys. Many keys. Where the keycaps have been, well, they've been used for another machine for parts long ago. Oh my. And here is an external drive made by Commodore, made for Commodore. It's a 1010. It's missing the front panel, which does not alarm me, because maybe I needed it for something else, or something. Actually, the funny thing is there were times, if somebody had real trouble with their Amiga 1000, you might actually end up cannibalizing or taking the drive mechanism out of one of these, because it fit, from what I remember, nicely into an Amiga 1000. Now this one is a little different. Maybe this has been just put in here because it works. It has an orange LED, or an amber LED, rather than the red. Anyway, another Amiga thing to check out. And here's a surprise. I never thought I would find such a thing in this box. Indeed, it is a Commodore 64. Somewhat yellowed, especially on the top. Does it work? Who knows? All the feet are missing. Oh, looky, looky. The sacred Commodore warranty sticker has never been touched. We're safe. The warranty is intact. The sacred 90 days, in which time they will probably say, sorry, you're not covered for that. I should put a note on this, but right now I will put it down here because I'm not sure. Will it fit here? It will there. Oh, it will just barely fit on the pile down there. And that is the contents of that box. So, the desk is full.
That was easy.
And my boxes of, like, testing things, things to be tested, are rather full. I would like to think that somewhere I find the X10 interface for this. But one thing, and I'm going to try and do this fairly quickly, is, as I still come back to this Frankenstein joystick. Made out of a Navy Department Bureau of Ships box. I want to test this. I'm assuming it will work on a 64 or a Vic-20. But I have much tidying and cleaning to do before I do that. And of course, I have to get back to the pet room. I must shoot the picture, or a series of pictures. I must. Anyway, so we have books, we have things, we have a receipt here. I don't know what it's for. It looks like it's from Germany. And E. Erickson and Company, Auto something. Maybe this has nothing to do with computer things. Maybe it just happened to find its way in the box, which of course things happen. They do. Receipt number 495010. And the total amount 157. I think it's 98. Could be 94. No clue. No clue. And what is this? I have no. It's a cartoon of sorts. I have no idea what this is. It also, there. It looks to be in German. And as I open it up, I see also it is for some sort of receipt. 204.80. There were 4 things got. I'm not sure what they are. Interesting. Well, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so I've made a complete mess here. Nothing new. And I have things to test. But of course, I'll probably go back to the basement and look for another box of treasures. Remember, I'm still looking for my long-lost soldering iron. That is so handy and so wonderful to be able to get chips off of boards, especially if you've decided a board is scrap. Great big long thing. Well, not long, different lengths for different chips. Heat it up, put it on the side of the chip, give it a little pry, put it on the other side, give it a little pry. The chip is out. Pop goes the weasel. Now, if you do or have intention of reusing the board, you can then go with your desoldering stuff and sort of tidy up afterwards. Put it in a socket. Oh, magic. Magic, magic, magic. Anyway, it's down there somewhere. I know it is. I just don't know where. Anyway, this box, I just happened upon it in a pile. I said, ooh, looky. Did I know there was a Commodore 64 in there? No. Did I know there were so many mice? No. Or this Amiga somewhat cannibalized keyboard? No. 'Tis the joy of going to the basement. Anyway, I do need to put more things sort of away and stack them. The box room is getting rather full, shocking as that might be. And I don't want to put things away and have them sit for another who knows how many years. But I can't go through everything right yet. And I didn't really find anything for the pet room. But you know, this... don't knock things down. This with its taped up cord. Etc. might be a good thing to sit off in the distance in the family portrait. It might. I will see about this. I'm going to take it downstairs to be sure. I don't want to lose it. Anyway, thanks for coming. See you again soon in the box room, in the pet room, in the pool room, somewhere. Oh, so many things, so much testing, so little time. Bye for now.